Ay, ay. Hi, Thomas. How are you, honey? So we should be here any minute. Hi, Emily. How are you, beautiful? Hello, Hannah. Welcome. Oops. Oh. That's good to hear. I see you've been coloring some more on Instagram. I've seen some pictures that you had posted. Hi, Zoe. Yeah. I'm not that bad, am I? She's just not, she's just not feeling herself. So, you know, she asked me if I wanted to take her spot. Because she bugs me to do more lives. So that's what I did. Hey, Ash. How are you, honey? Okay, so we are continuing on with the Kelly O'Gorman page that I have been doing. I started it on my live last weekend. I finished up the bottom portion for the most part, so I only have the top half to do in today's live, tomorrow's, and Sunday's. We might even have a different picture on Sunday, so depending on how this goes. So, I am going to color this monkey here. And I am using all Black Widows. It's kind of like a mix of different Black Widows, but they're all Black Widows that I am using. So I'm not mixing pencils. So Mr. Steve doesn't have to have a meltdown. At least for the monkey, I'm not. So for the face, I am using Fawn from the Monarch set. It's alright. No worries, Thomas. So how's everybody's day been? How's everybody doing? I know my lives aren't as entertaining as Zoe's can be, so I love yous, but not as entertaining, let's just put it that way. Hi, Lynn. I thought Zoe would have told you. Yeah, she told me that she wasn't feeling up to doing her live, so she asked if I would take her place. So I told her, sure, why not? I got nothing better to do today. So I was working on this picture, the bottom portion of the picture, yesterday, just to finish it up. And I was talking to Zoe, and I said, I don't know if she, at the, the artist thought this picture through, because literally this tree is going up this monkey's butt. That's what it looks like. At least to me, that's what it looks like. But, you know. It's okay, Lynn. It's okay. I know, everybody's used to Zoe on the Fridays. Nobody's hurting my feelings, trust me. Okay, so we are gonna go. I don't know if I want to go with this color. Let me see. Okay, so I am going to color him. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this part here, his mane. Handling her glasses. So this one is the Foxy Brown, because I don't know. I don't usually color things as realistic, but there's so much brown on this side of the page. It's kind of... I mean, I could color my monkey pink, but that might give Zoe and Lynn a little bit of a heart attack. So I'm keeping to the brown. Well, I guess they're more like brown gray, these monkeys, but... Hi, Anna. How are you, honey? Right? That's... I don't know. It's just the way I see it, because the tail is here, and then this tree just disappears into nowhere, really, except for this branch here. So that's why I said it looks like it's just disappeared. Hi, Steve, my friend. You're afraid of monkeys? Did you have a bad experience with monkeys? I'm terrified of seagulls. Honestly, I'm absolutely terrified of seagulls. Those birds have no boundaries. None whatsoever. They're very rude birds. To me. I hate seagulls. Yeah, I think it's like one of those capuchin monkeys, or I always call them cappuccino monkeys, but, you know. So it's more like a brown gray, but I've got more browns. I might just add some like dark grays to them, just like as a shading around him, just to kind of I think that's true, but technically we derive from monkeys, so hence the reason they look the way humans do. We actually are formed in their image, to be honest. At least that's what history books and, you know, all of that says. I don't know. Because if you really think about it, you know, there's the Bible, and I know not everybody's religious, I'm just saying. The Bible tells us, you know, God created Adam and Eve, which were humans, but we come from monkeys. Were they monkeys? Like, was that a part that was left out? The story? Like, I don't understand. You're almost finished? Yeah, I told Zoe I was going to work on the sky background last night just because nobody wants to watch me color the sky. That's kind of boring, right? So, yes, Dexter. Well, that's exactly it, right, Zoe? It's like the whole chicken and the egg kind of feel. So that's why I just get very confused sometimes because there's so many different stories to our like human origins, you know. So what what you know what it really is, I have no idea. I guess nobody can really tell, to be honest. We weren't there, you know. So and I am going to use the skin color, or from the skin set, the cinnamon color. I am just looking for that gray that I want. Is it the dim gray? Yeah, I got a little bit of dim gray, and then I have a darker gray. I'll just grab that if I remember. Yeah, charcoal gray, just to add to this little guy. That's where I just sometimes, I went to a Catholic high school, so I was one of those bad Catholic girls. And yes, it is true, the stories you hear about Catholic schoolgirls. I'm just putting it out there. I was far from being innocent back then. But when you enforce rules in a school the way they do, of course we're going to rebel because, well, it's not. It's like teenagers. We all know. You tell a teenager to do one thing, they do the complete opposite. So Catholic schools are very strict. I mean, I never went to a Catholic school where they, would beat you with a stick. I'm not at that point, but I never got, to a school like that. Those were the old days, but they were very strict. I mean, I got pregnant at 16, and my principal kicked me out of school because I was going to influence all the other girls to go out and get pregnant now that I was pregnant. So my mom looked at the principal and said, well, my daughter made that choice. That was her choice. Now, her choice shouldn't reflect on any of the other girls and their choices. What my mom said, what those girls do is their own decision, just like my daughter made her decision. My daughter has no influence. She's not twisting other girls' arms to do it. She's not, But yeah, I wasn't allowed back at school. Yeah, sorry guys, I just have to shift something on my table. I apologize. Yeah, going to a Catholic school, it's just, I think it's just a given, to be honest. Yeah. Tell a teenager to do something, they always, any kid, they do the complete opposite of what you're telling them to do. Are the Black Widow colored pencils smooth when you lay them down? I don't need no more colored pencils. Yeah, they are very nice colored pencils, the Black Widows. I had wanted the Black Widow set for the longest time. I just couldn't afford it. And then my friend and fellow YouTuber, Miss Sweet's Crafting Therapy, she didn't like the Black Widow set, and she never used them, so she offered them to me. And I jumped on the opportunity because, I mean, and I use them constantly. I love the color range. I love the color names. They are beautiful pencils. So if I know, I mean, I have over 30 odd sets of pencils. Everybody says, we don't need more pencils. You don't need more pencils. But in reality, if you really think about it, a colorist always can use more pencils. So if you're trying to decide, yes, Black Widow pencils are a very nice set of pencils to own. Now, there was talk, I don't know if they're still doing it. Black Widow had talked about putting out a gigantic set with all of their sets in one set. But I don't know how true that is, or if they are willing to do that, um, or if they just make more money selling the sets separately. Um, so, yes, we need all the pencils. You are right. I I think the last time I counted my pencil sets, I had 33 or 34 sets of pencils, to be honest. Because throughout my coloring journey, I upgraded my pencils, or you know, you would start with the cheaper sets of pencils and just work your way up. I still love my budget brands. I will always love my budget brand pencils. Um, but I guess Black Widows would be considered a budget brand. I guess in that mid-range budget brand pencil set. Yeah, are you talking about like the very, very first ones they came out with, Yana? Is that what you're talking about? I think I have one of their original sets when they first came out, and yeah, I do like the dipped ends because, I mean, the black barrels, they have names on them, but it's hard sometimes with no dipped end. It's easier with the dipped ends because that way you can recall the color, in my opinion, but I think I'm going to do his head brown like the rest of them because I don't need him looking odd. And then I'll add the gray onto him like I'm going to do with the rest of them. So I gotta go back to that lightest color, which was this one, I think. Was it this one? Yeah, I believe it was this one. Or was it this one? Oh, it was this one. Yeah, that's what, yeah. So, like that, right? They're not the same size dipped ends. I'd prefer them to be this size than this, the longer one. I prefer them to be the shorter. I like them this way rather than the longer point, to be honest. Yeah, it kind of irks me too because it confuses me a lot of the time when they're in my case. I'm like, sometimes I have to double check to make sure I'm not seeing things. You like the longer? I didn't know about other sets of pencils and was quite content with just the Prismas. Yeah, that was like me, Yana. I I was using Prisma Scholars because that's what I used to use in school. in high school in my art class. I used to love the Prismacolors. They were considered, you know, the best art pencils for, you know, school at the time. Um, and that's what I would use when I first started um, coloring, was the Prismacolors. And then I realized, okay, Zoe, that's fine. Um, and then I went to the Prismacolors. Oops, I forgot that part of his arm. I went to the regular Prismacolors because I had seen YouTube, and all the YouTube colorists at the time, when adult coloring first started, everybody was using the Prismacolor Premieres. So I got my first Prismacolor Premiere set, and I colored with them and some gel pens for the longest time. And then, as time went on, I started realizing other sets. Yes, I would love to have Holbeins. I would love to have actual polychromos. But because I'm on a fixed income, that's not permittable. So I opted for budget brand pencils, and I have loved every budget brand pencil I have bought, for the most part. I mean, there's the odd set that I'm not overly enthused about, to be honest. But you can still get a masterpiece or a beautiful picture with budget brand pencils, no matter what anybody tells you. There are some very nice budget brand pencils out there that you can really, like the Brutfuners. The Brutfuner squares, they're not an expensive brand of pencil. Or the Color pencils, or, you know, pencils like that. You can still get beautiful pictures if you've seen my pictures. I mean, most of the stuff that I color is with budget brand pencils. And yeah, you can tell the difference if you put it side by side with somebody who's used Prismas. But not much of a difference. I think when you start watching YouTube as a colorist, you go down this huge rabbit hole of holy crap. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, you go down this huge rabbit hole of, oh my gosh, there are so many pencils. What do I choose? You know. So, hey Gail, how are you, lovely? I've missed you, girly. I see you pop into the chat on Facebook every once in a while, but I know you've been busy too. Have you gotten back into coloring, or are you still junk journaling, my darling? Is that they are so soft? I mean, what Zoe told me about the color, well, any pencil, to be honest, when they're like that, is to hold the pencil further back. I mean, I have a heavy hand, so I'm famous for doing one of these. If I hold it further back, sorry, I didn't even realize I'm not in frame, you guys. I apologize. If you hold it a little further back, it's not so bad. Do you have the black barrel colors, or do you have the colored barrels, Yana? Just out of curiosity, darling. I'm just going over it again with my colors. Oh, the black barrel ones. Okay. The color barreled ones, they're not as soft. I mean, I do want the black barrel ones. I haven't gotten them. They are on sale, $180 on Temu for $50 right now. I do want the black barrel ones, but my birthday is coming up, so maybe. That's just a maybe, you know. Um, yeah, I find the color barreled ones aren't as. I mean, you can ask Zoe because she's got the color barreled ones too. Red tin set. Okay. Yeah, they have red tins, green tins. What other? There was another color tin they use as well. Yeah. When you put it that way, I mean technically yes. But the way I came to know certain like so to me, and I mean anybody can refute this, and I'm not going to get upset over opinions and stuff. To me, there's only so many colored pencil factories in the world. So, you know, and all colored pencils have somewhat of a similar makeup. Not all of them. So don't, you know, I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm just saying that eventually recipes are going to start to meld together. You know what I mean? And it's gonna seem like a certain kind of pencil because we've used them before. Or at least it feels like we've used them before. Just because, like I said, there's only so many factories around the world. And, you know, yeah, eventually just recipes start melding together. It's just like cookie recipes that, you know, you get and stuff. They all derive from, you know, some kind of I apologize about my throat today. I do have my coffee. It's just yeah, and that's the problem, Yana. We don't know until we get the pencil, to be honest. We honestly won't know. I'm using the gray, the lightest gray that I have, but I don't know how well this is going to work, to be honest. I don't want to put too much of it in, but yeah, exactly, Zoe. Like, yes, they're probably, you know, made in the same factory, which you're right probably about that one. But that's why I was saying, like, there are only a few factories around the world that produce pencils or colored pencils. So eventually, you know, and companies are always competing with one another, right? So they may tweak a recipe from one, you know, one set of colored pencils to another, if you ask me. They just tweak something and make it a little better or worse, however it comes out, you know. But that's just in my opinion. I mean, everybody's allowed to have their opinions, so. Watching. Amazing, informative. Are you talking about which Renee, darling? There's a lot of Renees on YouTube. So I added a little bit of light gray to him. 100, is there even that many sets in the world? Really? I thought having 30 something odd sets was a lot of pencils. 150? Good God. Where do you put them all? Somebody, do not answer that, Lynn. I love you. You're gonna have one heck of a freaking coloring shed for that. Just, displaying all your pencils. I mean, I can barely use the pencils that I have. Like, I have lots of sets, but I can barely use all of them. So is Lynn's brain not functioning right today? Is that what the problem is? I've had days like that, where your brain does not want to function. Alright, and I might put a little bit of gray around his muzzle here. Until provoked. I didn't even realize I know there's lots of different pencil sets out there, but I don't count like the really cheapo, and no offense to anything, like the China, the made in China ones that you get at the dollar store or whatever. I mean, I don't really count those. Do you? I don't know. I have no idea whether to count those or not as... Thank you, Zoe. I mean, I just kind of winged it with this monkey. I'll fix his eyes and stuff, but I'm wondering if I should do a little bit of gray on his feet. You're too worn out. I know. I know, I'm not Zoe, so it's okay. I get it. It's all good. I see where I stand compared to Zoe. Uh-huh. That's okay. My feelings aren't hurt. Okay. How does that look? Does he look all right? I know he's not, like, perfect, but... You guys like him the way he is, or... Woohoo, you finished your picture now. Did you realize that was a snow globe, right? Because I didn't realize this was an actual snow globe until, yesterday when I was actually looking at my picture. Perfect. Alright, I'm just going to put some of these browns away because I don't think I'm going to need them anymore. So just give me a few seconds here to put some stuff away. And I will get, I think I'm going to use like oranges and yellows for my owl. Sorry about the arm reach, guys. I don't mean to get my arm in the way. I really am trying to keep it out of our way, but it doesn't seem to be working too well. So, let's close that up. Bring my Black Widows and this over here. I need my macaron pencils with me. Alright, so we're going to go with some yellows for this guy here and oranges. He did it as a snow globe. Well, that's how I'm seeing it, the way it sits. Like when I colored the sky and I shaded the sky, I left the snow globe with the light blue without shading, so I can figure out. I don't know if I'm going to go purples or blues with that. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. Just testing out some yellows here. And we're going to go with some like golden brown yellows, I guess we can go with. Okay, I'll look after the stream, because if I go out of the stream, then you've lost me. I'll go like a reddish orange. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Okay, so I got that one. And you guys are probably going to have a heart attack because I will be mixing just a few sets. Well, just for the owl. Just please don't have a coronary. Where's those bloody colors? Why can I not find the colors I want when I need them? Bloody hell. Oh, Lordy Lord. Actually, I might not even use my... I might just go with my all Black Widows, so nobody has a heart attack on me. Just so we don't have a problema. No need problemas. Catch up on chat. Aw, thank you. Green sky and a snow globe. Gray with glitter snow. Ooh. Okay, so for my owl, I am using all Black Widows, Steve. I might as well just bring my sharpener over here. Just easier to have it beside me instead of reaching behind me constantly. I have my handheld one, but, or my, yeah, my one that I turn the knob, but I don't feel like playing with a knob right now. Sorry. Love you too, my friend. Sorry about my, little bit of humor. Little bit of humor. You're just old. We're all old, woman. What are you talking about? Okay, so for my little owl, I have some yellows and like orangey browns and an orange because we don't have much of that, and we need to brighten up this page a little bit. So I think I'm going to grab two of the same color. I don't know. Yes, I did. Duh, on my part. So I have a pastel lemon and a gold. The gold's from the Cobra set, and the pastel lemon is from Scorpion set. And then I have Stink Bug from the Black Widow set. Well, just the regular Black Widow, the first one. And the Dragon, from the Dragon set, I have Sundown. From the Monarch, I have Rusty. And from the Cobra, I have Chestnut. So, I am going to put a base layer of gold, I believe. Because I think the pastel lemon is actually brighter. Yeah. So I'm going to do a small layer. That's not his tail, right? Those are leaves off the tree. Because it's just in an odd spot. Hi, Miss Deb. I did message you back, lady. I've just been lately. And that was my daughter belching in the background. Excuse you. She was well brought up, I promise. She just doesn't show it very often. Sometimes I wonder if she thinks she was raised in a barn. I don't know. I wouldn't have come out to play today, Deb, but Zoe decided that she wasn't up to doing her lives, so she asked me if I could do it because she's been trying to get me to do more lives instead of the weekend, and the weekends are quite enough for me, but at the insistence of Zoe, which she keeps dropping hints on every stream she does, and every stream I do, I decided, sure, I'll take your slot. It could be, who knows? So I am using pastel lemon now to go over top of this little guy. Yeah, okay there, Miss Zoe. Miss Innocent over there. Not so innocent, let me tell you. Once you get to know Zoe, she ain't so innocent. She sounds innocent on her lives, but she really ain't. She's got a Steve by her side, trust me. That spells trouble for disaster. I love you guys. And now I am using Stink Bug from the Black Widow set. It only takes 3 legs. Well, that's some powerful licking if you ask me. Just saying. And I don't want anybody to take that the wrong way. What? Now look what you did. You're rubbing off on me, kid. Hang on, guys. Trying to close the container here. Alright, there you go. Jesus, Deb. This is why we call it an adult coloring channel. Adult content, beware. Just never fails, never fails. Welcome to the coloring channel where anything goes. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just gonna do a little bit of using my blender to kind of blend those two together. Deb, did you, I, I don't know if I was dreaming or not, it could have been, but did you happen to choose a picture from our project book for next month? Or was I dreaming that? Because I don't remember. I could have been dreaming it. You know you're obsessed with coloring when you start dreaming about coloring and everything you need to do for your coloring. When you start dreaming in color, like my name suggests. Colorful dreams. Okay, well, there you go. See? Colorful dreams. I have a good channel name, don't I? Fuck. Alright, so we are going to go in with the color Sundown. I forgot to use that one too. I forgot to mention that color. In Ivy. Is this supposed to be a Christmas gift? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Are you planning on coloring the whole book before Christmas, Yana? Is that what you're planning? Because that book is very detailed. I don't have any Johanna Basford stuff. I think her work is beautiful, but I think it is very overrated and it is very much pushed upon the coloring community. So, and she made a comment once in an interview that I didn't really agree with her views. And she made a comment in an interview that because somebody asked her if they could use marker or, you know, gel pen to color in her book, in one of her coloring books, and she said they said something about the paper, and she said that's because my books, and it was the tone that she used, my books are only meant for predominantly pencil coloring. That's why the paper is the way it is, because it's predominantly for pencils. So I just, it was just kind of like, she doesn't really like many people coloring in her books. I mean, she loves pictures. I mean, her people who color her pictures. But if you color her pictures predominantly in colored pencils, then she kind of praises it more. So I just, yeah. It was the tone. That's all. And it made a lot of people very iffy. That's all. I don't know if she, there go my mutts. I don't know if she realized the way she said it or, you know, stuff like that, but You're right. No, that's what I'm saying. It was just the way she said it. It was like almost like an annoyance when people color in her books with marker or, you know, that's what I mean. I'm not saying anything bad. Hello, Willow. Hang on, guys. I think Willow needs to make an appearance. There she is. Sorry about the black blob. Hang on. I'll zoom out so you guys can see her. Well, she's a big black blob now. I'm trying to zoom out. It won't let me. There we go. Oh, yeah. There she is. Oh, Willow. She wants belly rubs. Daddy's playing his game, and Mommy's coloring, so she'll go to Mommy first because she knows Mommy will stop. Daddy can't really stop playing his game when he's in the middle of a race. Gonna give kisses to everybody? Gonna give kisses to everybody? Can I have my picture back now? Okay, everybody's waiting to watch Mommy color, not to see your big black blob. Go see Daddy. Go on. Now you got your dog hair all over. So we had a little puppy intermission. Sorry, guys. Our little puppy intermission. Oh, I'll have to zoom in just a little bit more. Hi, Sam. Yep. Willow needs to make herself known. If I'm on the phone with Deb, or if I'm on the phone, like video chatting with Deb or Zoe or anything, or she knows I'm on a live and she knows that the camera is on, she makes herself known. Let's just put it that way. She is part Min Pin, mostly miniature pinscher, and Shih Tzu poodle. Her mom is a Shih Tzu poodle. Her dad is a purebred miniature pinscher, but she took on more of the traits of the miniature pinscher than she did the Shih Tzu poodle part. So. Yeah, I know what you meant, honey. Yeah, she's, like I said, she's more of the miniature pinscher than she is the... She was the runt of the litter, and she was very, very tiny when she was born. We literally had to bottle feed her because her brother and sisters were a lot bigger than she was. And she couldn't get into her mom's teats because her brother and sisters wouldn't, because they were bigger than her, so they would overpower her. So we had to resort to feeding her ourselves by hand. And, you know, it's just like having a newborn baby, right? Every 2 hours, on the 2-hour mark, she was with us constantly. So she is pretty much our 5th child, to be honest. We put a lot into her, and my hubby we couldn't get rid of her. We got the other pups sold, not a problem. But her, we put so much energy and our time into her, we couldn't even part with her. So. My gosh, you guys are gonna fight over her. Oh, Zoe. Okay, how about we do, you know, what do you call it? You know, when people get divorced, joint custody between the two of you. How's that? Will that work for the two of yous? The joint custody? Joint custody, people. Oh, there it is. Steve wants Koba. He can't split Koba and Willow up. Those two are two peas in a pod. There's days where, Koba will be laying beside me and Willow will come up and just pounce on his head and bite his ear. And he doesn't move much to scare her off, but he growls enough to let her know, like, nope, this is my spot. You ain't getting it. And I might go just a little tad darker. What color did I just use? Oh, I think I used that one. I share pencils, not puppies. No fighting, people. No fighting. Not allowed. Babe, Zoe and Deb are fighting over who gets Willow. I told them joint custody, but Zoe's sulking and wants the puppy. Oh, you two are freaking hilarious. I love you both. Well, let's just put it this way. Her mom might be knocked up again, so we might have more puppies. Soon. I don't know. I'm pretty sure she might have gotten knocked up again by Koba, so we might have some more puppies. I know eventually it'll happen. That's all I know. Eventually it will happen. I tell a lot of people they can have Willow, but that's a big feat if you can get her away from my husband. If you can take her away from my husband, yep, the first person that can pry her away from him, then, wins the whole kit and caboodle. How's that sound? Yeah, his lipstick, when he gets very excited. And yes, he does need to learn to keep it to himself, but as long as I'm not breeding him with Willow, we're good. So we snip the tip. Okay, so how does the owl look? Does he look okay? Do you guys like him the way he is? Okie dokie. Now, on to what next? Let's see. Let's put some pencils away so I'm not making a mess everywhere here. It's just, when I put them away, it's just less of a problem to put them all away after. Okay, so what color to do Mr. Dragon? I think we might go with some kind of a blues. Maybe some purples and blues. Thank you. I don't know yet. I don't know about that one yet, but I might go with here. I put a little bit of greens in them too. Or at least, yeah, this green. Yeah. So, what's everybody coloring, or any plans for the weekend? I mean, I know what my plans are. I'll be doing another live stream on the weekend, but, you know. I think these are the same. Oh, no, these are the same color. Blue Heaven, and that is denim. Okay, there's that one. Hi, Audrey. Oh, you guys have a heat wave going on, Deb? Yeah, our heat wave is broken for now. Doesn't mean that, you know, it won't stick around, you know, it won't come back, because it usually does. But we'll stick with those colors for now. Yep. Oh my goodness, Deb. Yeah, we went through our heat wave lately. It's pretty breezy here. Like, it's warm out, but there's a nice, beautiful breeze outside. Almost like fall weather, to be honest. And it's really nice right now. We went through, what was it? Almost a whole month of humidity and heat, babe? It was about a whole month because we had those forest fires going on around us, which didn't help the situation, to be honest. So with the humidity outside and then the smoke from the forest fires that were burning around us, yeah, it was not pretty. Let's just put it that way. It really was not fun. Okay, there will be a brief intermission. I have to go to the bathroom. So, Zoe, keep them company, I guess, and chatting until I get back. 2 minutes. Never fails when I go to work. Back to work. All right, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Are we playing the alphabet game? For being called. Oh, you're okay, Sam. You don't worry about being quiet. It's all good. I appreciate your support of being here. That's, it's what matters to me, to be honest. Okay, so we are going to do a blue and somewhat green dragon, mostly blue. But my favorite color combination is like a blue and a brighter green. So I am going to use green slime for certain parts of him. Actually, you know what? We will go with color. Are you lighter than this one? Hi, Tamara. How are you, beautiful? Okay, that color isn't really... I don't like that color. It's too much of a muted blue. I don't like that one. Okay. So, I'm going to go in with Blue Heaven over him. And then we will do the green. We'll kind of move you guys up a bit here so you guys can see. Technically, hang on. It's because my clipboard is falling off, so I had to move it a bit. You guys can see that all right? You're all good? Yep. Keep playing your game. 'Cause I go quiet too, Sam, and I'm doing the live, so sometimes it's hard to do two things at once. I'm just saying. Sometimes my brain can't figure it out, to be honest. But that's okay. I'm okay. I joke about it all the time. But, I mean, I'm a mother of 5. I've multitasked all my life, so, I mean, to be honest. Well, you better figure out something to eat, girl. Where's the beef? I don't know. Where is the beef? So, yeah, I have 5 girls. We never got a boy. Well, I have my grandson now, but we never had a boy ourselves, which, it was good because with the girls I could just keep using the clothes right down, So, back in the 80s. Yeah, Thomas Kenner. No, we didn't. Okay, here's a question for everybody. If you could only take 3 coloring supplies and 3 coloring books with you to an island for, say, 3 months, what would they be? My supplies would be, of course, my Black Widow colored pencils, my blender pencil, and my white paint pen. And my 3 coloring books would probably have to be my Magic Diary coloring book by Coco Wild. I would take my Vacation and Summer Fairy Houses by Camellia Angelkova, and probably my Magic Chibis book by Alexander Francis. Anybody else? Prisma pencil sharpener, Dragonology coloring book, and a Kirby. That's all you would need, Lynn, are those 2 books and your Prismas and a pencil sharpener. And with the books that I take, I could probably finish them in a, well, at least the Magical Chibis one, I'd probably be able to finish within a 3-month period. And we're going to go with... Yeah, because I said three supplies and then 3 coloring books is what I said that you would. Gail says Brute Fooner 520 set, pencil sharpener, and blender pencil, and your Kirby books. It would have to not be a hot island for me. Sounds good. Yeah, I could see you taking your tattoo books with you, girl. So I shaded him, well, the lightest shade that I did was with Blue Heaven from the Scorpion set. Now I am kind of shading with Denim from the from the Monarch set. I just find it interesting sometimes to see what people or how people answer. I remember in school they would give you that test. What supplies would you bring? Like, what 10 supplies, if you were stranded on an island, or would you need to survive on the island? And as kids, we don't think as logical as an adult would. And not all adults think logically, to be honest. But it was just kind of oh, that's the sky. It's like, what is that? Kanuko, Kusa, Paul Brun, Linda Ravenscroft. Nice, Yana. Alcohol markers, alcohol marker refills, gel pens. Not sure. That's actually a good plan if you think about it. If you bring a 100-page book that has a variety of different pictures, I mean, that would be, I guess that would satisfy your coloring. It would take, the what's the word I'm looking for? It would actually take that having to choose between a bunch of books if you have a couple 100-page coloring books with a variety of different things, because then it has stuff, anything you're feeling, really. I'm not trying to go out of frame, guys. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. Do you guys want me to zoom out, or am I good? I'm sorry if I go out of frame. I don't mean to. I really don't. I could zoom out a bit if you want. It's up to you guys. Kirby, a Japanese coloring book. Markers, pencils, etc. Yeah, you would need your at least a Japanese fix book for you, Zoe, because you love your Japanese Korean style coloring books. I don't mind some of them, but I'm not big on like their portrait and their girls, I guess, that they draw. It's not my kind of. But then again, I'm not a portrait colorist. I can color chibi people all day long and chibi characters, just not. I'm using blue. What does that mean? Oh, never mind. I understand. Dabba dee dabba da? Is that what you're saying? Now you got me doing it, girl. Thank you, Miss Zoe. Oh, RJ Hansen, yeah. Uh-oh. So what if you could create your own book to bring with you, say 100-page book? What artists would you add to that? So you have, a genre of different, artists with you. Very nice, Hannah. Very nice. So here's another coloring question. So when you, go to your coloring table or wherever you color, and you don't have a page that you're coloring, no works in progresses, nothing like that. What kind of genre do you reach for first? Me would be more fantasy, or my cute and spooky is what I usually aim for when I'm not sure what to color. Those are the ones that I usually aim for when I do come in. Cocoa, Southern Lotus, Collagen. I haven't seen Collagen do any new books as of late. Very true. Very true. Audrey. That is what you would do. So, I said, here's a question. I said, if you go to your coloring table or coloring desk area, wherever you color, and you have no works in progresses to color, and you don't have a page that you've been working on at all in front of you, and you're looking for a new page to color, what is the first kind of genre, or the first two types of genres you reach for to choose a page before looking at anything else? Me, I said my cute and spooky And my, what was the other one? I couldn't even remember what I said. See, my brain isn't working. I go for my cute and spooky or magical or stuff like that. That's what I usually reach for. Animal Japanese. I just like learning about everybody, and, these questions kind of help me get to know everybody, really, to be honest. Your dot mandala book? Yeah. So, here's another question. What is something or a type of coloring book or artist or, anything like that? It something that you don't have in your arsenal of coloring books that most people do have. So me is like Johanna Basford and color by number books. I don't have one color by number book, and I don't have any Johanna Basford books. Not one. When? So yeah, I don't have one color by number book, and I don't have uh, any Johanna Basford books. The popular portrait artists. That's something you don't have in your arsenal, Yana, or something that you would reach for if you were to start a new page? I have two questions that I asked around the same time, so people are answering a little bit to both. Clara Markova is someone you don't have? Yeah, I don't have her either. I have one Hannah Carlson book. And I got that for Christmas, I think 2 years ago. It was during COVID. I remember that. That I got my first Hannah Carlson book. Oh, you don't have any of the portrait books. Okay. You don't have any Korean books, Zoe? I figured you would, girl. Did you try Etsy? Because I know Etsy will ship. Or Amazon Japan. Okay. Yeah, I would have thought you would have had a Korean book, but how much is it without the shipping on Do you guys have like a Japanese bookstore around you? I know some areas in the world have Japanese bookstores. I'm just wondering. Hint, hint, Steve. She's gonna ask for it for Christmas. Give me a second, guys. Keep talking. I'm here. I'm just going to make myself a quick coffee. This is my coffee that I did have. I'll catch up on chat when I get back. You haven't? Did you? So you don't? You haven't found it on Etsy yet, Zoe? You'd have to show it to me. There's a few Japanese Etsy shops I have that, well, it's not really a Japanese Etsy shop. They just sell all the Japanese and Korean style books. The shops that I have on my Etsy, so they may have the book you're looking for. My colors look a lot brighter on screen than they do. It's weird. It could just be the filter of the phone. You can hear me, right? I'm not like... That's not too bad, is it? I mean, I know Japanese and Korean books are a little bit more on the... Oh, I'm there too. It's just like colored pencils. If I pay so much, like, you know, $300 or $400 for colored pencils, and I know lots of people do it, and I'm not knocking anybody for it. I wouldn't be able to justify myself coloring with them because of that reason. Because to me, if I use those, you know, the expensive pencils that I buy for like $300 or $400, you know, when they start, and if they don't have replacements that you can buy, to me it's not really worth it, because once they're down to the nitty gritty, like a little stub, I wouldn't even have the heart to throw the stub away. I mean, I have a huge, I can show you, I have a old lunch tin box with little nubs and ends in it. I'll show you guys at the end of the stream. But just, you know, I couldn't justify it. I don't know. That's just me. I'm just a strange person. I'm okay being weird. You can get 2 Japanese. 40. Where do you get the 2 Japanese for 40? Just asking, honey. Like, I don't really have any Japanese coloring books. That's another thing I don't have in my arsenal. Hi, Dawn. Oh, Amazon Japan. Do they have... So, I'm assuming they don't have the book that you want? Is that what it is? And is it a newer book that came out recently, Zoe? Well, do they have an Amazon Korea? Just a question, I mean. I've never shopped on Amazon Japan. I mean, I've looked because people, make a big hype about it, but yeah, I've never actually bought anything on Amazon Japan, to be honest. So, I've looked, but I mean, on Amazon Japan before, but they don't really have books that I want, or at least the books that I do want, I can get on our, and I'm not big on the Disney stuff, so, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Disney movies and stuff, but I don't even have one Disney coloring book, to be honest. I know it sounds odd, but I'm an odd duck colorist, I guess. Paper is much nicer. Japan books are okay. Yeah, see, I don't buy Korean or Japan or Japanese coloring books, any of that. There's a couple of the Japanese ones that I want, that I've seen Zoe color in, or, I I found them a while ago too on Etsy, but and I just haven't gone about, getting them or whatever the case may be. Should I do this blue or this blue? Okay, it comes down to your guys' opinions. I gotta show you guys something. I need color decisions from you guys. Okay, so I'm going to do a lighter, darker shade. Is A a full crayon? If so, I have one of those. I'm not sure. I think so. Maybe. You don't have any Disney books either, Lynn? Yeah, I never got into the Disney hype or the Hachette Heroes color by number. It just isn't for me. Okay, so here's my dragon, as you guys know. And I want to do a darker, just a slightly darker outline of the blue. So we have the Aquarius color, which is this one here. Okay. Then there is Storm Blue, which is this one here. And then we have Daisy Blue, which is this one here. How long have I been coloring for in general? I've been coloring for about, well, this year we'll make, well, so October will make 12 years. The middle blue, you like that one? Whoops, sorry. I'm trying to get in frame here. Duh. So this one. Yeah, I'm not big on the Hash It Hero books. I'm not. So you like the Storm Blue, um, Lynn? I'll take your word for it. I trust you. Yeah, I don't know. There was just something about the Hash It Hero books that I just wasn't. I never um, kind of got into the hype. I mean, there's the ones that are just line art without the color by number part, but and there's some of them that I think are really nice, but um, I just yeah, I can go on regular, just Amazon and get regular coloring books that make me happy. So yes, thank you, darling. I like I said, I do trust you. If I didn't, I wouldn't be asking, lady. Yeah, I'm hoping to have this picture done by this weekend, and I'm hoping to next week when my money comes in. I'm hoping to pick up a couple of coloring books. I'm picking up my husband's birthday present as well. Um, but there are some coloring books that I really want. Predominantly the new R.J. Hampson book and the new Jade Summer book that just came out, the Tiny Animals one, as well as the Fairy Homes one. Now, with the Jade Summer books, instead of getting the hard copy from Amazon, I think I'll just go on jadesummer.com and get my PDF version. So that way I will have the book right away and I will be able to use my own kind of paper. I do need to pick up some more Nina paper though. That's one thing I do need more of. Yeah, that sounds good, Audrey. I should create a group because Zoe and I were talking about doing like a color. It's pretty much like a color along if you want to join in on my lives, depending on what I color. Um, and we were deciding on hashtags for it. So I think what we'll do is create a little chat group for those who want to join in and do parts of the color along or whatever we color. Um, I'll try to choose pictures, that come from PDFs that I have or freebies from artists, so that way everybody has a chance to have the picture. So anybody is welcome to join, you know. And like I said, I'll choose pages that can, be sent to you through, like, if it's a PDF or, like I said, a freebie from the artist. So that way we can all kind of work on them together. Yes, we can see you, Thomas. Thank you, honey. Oh, I'm off screen again. Go figure. I'm sorry, guys. Good lord. I didn't realize I was off screen. Well, it looked like I was off screen on my phone, but it's because the phone... Oh. I'm using my phone as my camera, my husband's phone to watch chat. Yeah, when you guys, I can either create a collage with all of our pictures together, or I can create one post with, which I could probably do so everybody can see the pictures a little better, each of our pictures, um, in one post on Instagram where you can add a bunch of the pictures. And, yeah. I'll just take my blender pencil and blend out these harsher dark lines just lightly so it kind of blends in better. And then I will use my green to do these parts, which I do need one more color of green, I believe it is. Sorry about my reach. Yeah, that's the color I need to blend. Okay. Thank you, Dawn. Yeah, Lynn, I'm gonna try to do it that way. So, like I said, if I have the PDF form, like I was talking about the Jade Summer books, the Fairy Homes and the Tiny Animals book, um, that way, I mean, I have tons of PDFs that I can send people if they plan or if they want to join in, um, which, like Zoe and I were talking about, we can do a hashtag going, um, for my live streams, whatever picture we're doing. I guess I think the one we came up with was, I think it was Colorful Dreams August Live Color Along or something. It was something like that. It was, yeah. Or live color alongs, it should be, because they would be different pictures. Yeah, I hear you, Zoe. I hear you. I mean, it's not really early night here, but I know what you're saying, girl. You've had, you know, just a rough couple of weeks, well, month or so. Holy cow, I have 15 minutes left. Good Lord. It's really gone that fast? Yikety yikes. Well, I'll probably finish this dragon and yeah. Yeah, we can do it that way. No, it wouldn't be an Instagram channel, Lynn. It's it'll be a tag, like a hashtag that we do for my live stream kind of color along sort of thing. I do think we should add in the live color along part though, Zoe. Just so people know if they want to join the tag, they can follow or come and check out the live stream to see what picture we're doing as well. Oh, come on, stupid pencil. Yeah, I think I'll be able to finish this on tomorrow's live, and then Sunday would be a fresh new page that I just have to figure out PDF-wise or whatever I'm coloring, how I'm gonna, or what I'm going to color, to be honest. But we will figure it out. Tag names should be as short as possible. That's true, Deb. But I do want to make sure that I don't know, I can also explain it in a post with my tag how it works. So yeah, well, I'll figure it all out after. So yeah, now I am taking my green slime and adding the green and blending it with the blue a bit, a little bit. I know. I should fix it with the U, to be honest. I just started doing it the American way because it just seemed a little easier than, you know. But, yeah, I do have to fix my name to the U, to add the U in. I'm not ashamed to be Canadian. That's not what the intention was, just... We'll just figure it out, honestly. It might take some time to figure it out, but we will. We'll figure it out for Sunday, to be honest. And then I'll explain it on Sunday. Yeah. We spell it the same way you guys do, Zoe. With the U. I just have to go and edit the one part on my my channel name. So I'm going halfway down the wing with the green slime, and then I have jade green from my Color Macaron set that I will, because it's a little bit of a darker tealy green blue. But yeah, we will figure it all out for Sunday, so that way from Sunday on we know how it's gonna work. I'll figure out all the little, you know, kinks in it, and we will work it out, I promise. And I'll have to choose a page for Sunday from one of the PDFs that I have. We'll figure it out. Different kind of tealy blue green there. I don't know if I go this way or if I should go. That's my Aquarius. Oh, I think I know the color I want. I think I know what I'm going for now. I think. Don't quote me. Yeah, this one will do. I apologize about clearing my throat constantly, guys. All right, Tamara. I'm almost done here. I'm just finishing up my dragon. Yeah, I'm just finishing up the dragon part, and yeah. So at the very ends here, I am using Opal from the Monarch set. I think the Colors and the Black Widows, they blend actually very nicely together. And I know people don't like, you know, when you blend different brands together, but I kind of like the way it works together, so. I love you, Steve, but this is me. Yeah, we will be here on the weekend, same time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard, so it would be, what is it, 7 p.m. for UK time. Okay, and we'll do some of his horns here. We'll add some shading. And some spots. We'll just kind of outline that a bit. Do a little bit of tealy kind of opal color as well in here. Beautiful. That's awesome, Yana. I'll have to look at that when I'm done here. So nice to see everybody's pages, you know, after we all color the same page, but the difference and how beautiful they all come out. That's what gets me, is seeing the, you know, the variety of creativity behind everybody's work. I absolutely love seeing all that. So I'm just going to do opal for his toes or his claws, whatever they are. Okay, so, all right, that's how far I'm getting. Oh my. Okay, so that's how far I am so far. Read that comment about what I wrote. Where was it, Thomas? How far up, sweetie? Yeah, I wrote, can anybody see me? I answered you when you said, did anybody read, or can anybody see me in the chat? Did anybody, yeah. Back, needed to get my PJs on. I hear you, girl. I haven't putting on clothes because, well, I ain't going nowhere today, so. Yeah. All right, let's see if I can zoom out of this a bit more. There we go. Okay, so this is how far we have gotten. Tomorrow there shouldn't be too much more to be honest. Yeah, sorry. So tomorrow there shouldn't be too much more, and I should be able to get a majority of this done in the 2 hours. I mean, I got this whole monkey and the whole dragon done, and now it's just smaller little bits like the leaves and the snow globe part and the cat, and just little final touch-ups and this bird. That's a moth, I think. Could be a butterfly, but I think it's a moth. Anyways, that is how it's looking so far. Thank you, Zoe. Right? I'm ready for a new page, too. I just got to find a page that we can all do. Are there any suggestions for artists? I can let you know if I do have the artists on PDF or not. So, just take that into account. We have, I do have some Tyson art on PDF. I have Kevin Teo's Zodiac chibis on PDF. I have Rita Berman's Europa on PDF. Okay, so we'll do it as a butterfly. That's fine. We can go with an easier picture if you prefer. I got Tyson Arts Fairy Tales, the one packet, like the one half of the Fairy Tales book. On PDF. I have lots of colored caramel pictures on PDF. Well, yes, I do want to do what I want to fancy, but at the same time, I actually do have a picture that I don't know if many people are going to want to join in. but I do have a picture. I know what I want to do, I think. Or at least an idea of what I was thinking. But, alright, my colorful dreamers, thank you so much for joining me for this unplanned live that Zoe has talked me into. I actually enjoyed it, and I got a lot more of my picture done, so I'm kind of happy about that. And yeah, so remember, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be live again, as well as Sunday, preferably finishing up this picture tomorrow and maybe starting a new one, depending how far we've gone on it. And yeah, that's what, and maybe choosing a new picture. So, until next time, my sweet friends, thank you for joining us. Don't worry about being quiet. It was fine. You were here. You were supporting me nonetheless. So, thank you. Big hugs to you all. And remember to stay safe, be kind, keep smiling. And until tomorrow, my colorful dreamers. Bye.